Have you ever felt unsure how to truly support all learners in your early childhood classroom? If so, today's video is for you. We're going to tackle key strategies for educating all learners focusing on the Texas Early Childhood PK3 exam, test code 292. Hello everyone, I'm Marshall and I'm a teacher with over 6 years of experience and a test prep expert with study.com. My passion is helping future educators like you feel confident and prepared, not just to pass the test, but to truly make a difference in students' lives. This video will focus on one of the most important competencies, educating all learners, which includes differentiation, inclusion, creating a supportive classroom climate, and honoring students' diverse backgrounds and needs. We'll look at real style questions today, and I'll share simple strategies for approaching these items. By the end of this video, you'll feel more confident knowing how to break down questions and avoid common traps that can cost you points on test day. Before we start, feel free to pause the video and take a moment to read through, or pause the video if you'd like more time to think. Are you ready to jump in? Let's take a look at the first question. A first grade teacher is designing a literacy unit for a culturally and linguistically diverse classroom. Which of the following strategies best demonstrates differentiated instruction that builds on students' individual interests and backgrounds? A. Assigning the same culturally relevant book to all students to ensure shared understanding. B. Organizing students by reading level and assigning level text without regard to personal interests. C. Providing students with a choice of text and activities that reflect a variety of cultures, languages, and experiences. Or D. Requiring students to complete reading logs based solely on grade level core text provided by the district. The answer C is correct because differentiated instruction that is responsive to students' cultural and linguistic backgrounds and personal interests helps students foster engagement, relevance, and meaningful learning. Giving students choices encourages autonomy and strengthens motivation. Option A is too limited, providing only one perspective. Option B fails to account for interest and may unintentionally lower expectations. And option D does not promote differentiation or inclusivity. A kindergarten teacher is planning a science exploration activity that includes using a magnifying glass and drawing what students observe. One student has an IEP that includes fine motor challenges and difficulty with drawing. Which of the following teacher strategies would best support this student in meeting the learning goal? A. Exempting the student from the drawing portion of the activity and allowing them to orally explain their observations. B. Pairing the student with a peer who can draw on their behalf while the student observes. C. Offering the student an assistive drawing tool or digital option to illustrate their observations. Or D. Asking the student to complete a separate, simplified worksheet without observation components. The correct option is C. It is correct because accommodations should provide access to the same instructional goals through alternative appropriate means. Using technology or assistive tools helps students with disabilities participate equitably in the classroom activities while demonstrating their understanding. Option A excludes a core part of the task. Option B diminishes independence and may hinder engagement. And option D lowers expectations rather than providing access. A second grade teacher notices that some students have become hesitant to participate during class discussions, and after a few students laughed at a peer's incorrect answer. Which of the following strategies would be the most effective initial response to promote a safe and supportive classroom environment? A. Remind students that wrong answers will result in private feedback rather than public correction. B. Reinforce class expectations by modeling respectful listening and establishing norms for participation. C. Assign students to answer only when they are called upon to limit spontaneous participation. Or D. Hold individual conferences with the students who laugh to discuss their behavior privately. For this question, option B is correct. Because modeling and explicitly teaching respectful behaviors and participation norms fosters a safe environment where all learners feel valued. This approach proactively creates shared responsibility for maintaining a respectful community and builds students' social emotional competence. Option A focuses on minimizing embarrassment but avoids addressing the larger classroom climate. Option C restricts opportunities for engagement and may further discourage participation. And option D may be appropriate as a follow up but does not address the group dynamic. All right, let's review our last question. A first grade teacher works with several English learners who speak Spanish at home. Which of the following classroom practices would best promote a supportive learning environment and acknowledge the value of multilingualism? A. Using bilingual books and allowing students to draw on both Spanish and English during classroom activities. B. Asking students to use English only during academic instruction to ensure immersion. C. Grouping EL students together to allow them to speak their home language during recess. Or D. Requesting parents to speak only English at home to reinforce classroom instruction. Option A is correct because acknowledging and incorporating students' home language in classroom materials and instruction affirms their identities and promotes cognitive and linguistic growth. Option B is incorrect because English only approaches can hinder language development and self esteem. Option C allows social interaction in the home language but misses instructional value. And option D is inappropriate and not culturally responsive. Families should be encouraged to maintain and celebrate their home language. Wow. Great job working out those problems with me. Remember, the Educating All Learners competency is all about creating inclusive, supportive, and responsive classrooms where every child feels valued and capable of success. We talked about differentiation, using students' backgrounds as strengths, providing appropriate accommodations, and modeling respect and community norms. If you like even more practice, be sure to check out our full Texas 292 playlist right here on this channel. And for detailed study plans, hundreds of practice questions, and targeted video lessons, head over to study.com and explore our Texas Early Childhood PK3 test prep course. Our students have a 92% pass rate, and we'd love to see you join them. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more updates, and share your questions or test stories in the comments. I love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching and happy studying.